living by yourself is that you learn like some life skills. You learn how to cater to yourself. You learn what you like, not what anybody else like, but what you like. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamantha. On this channel I do all things fashion, travel, and lifestyle. So this video it kind of go with like the type of vlogs that I've been doing lately. If you're new to my channel, I've been doing living alone diaries. If you've been following, you've seen that. And it's just the place that I'm in right now. I'm currently living alone, and this is my first big girl apartment, paying for everything. I have experiences of paying for my apartment, but I used to be in college and it used to be like split between 4 people, so this is completely different. And I was not ready for what comes with living alone. Like, it's been a learning process, but I love it so much. I don't think I would trade it. Like, even at one point I was thinking about like maybe getting a roommate so that way I can save some money, but I'm like, I physically cannot imagine having to share my space, having to share my couch, like having to decide like which couch are we getting. Like, I want it to be exactly how I wanted it. And I don't know, that kind of stopped me from even having a second roommate, even though it would help with money wise, because I'm like, at this point it's kind of like what I have to do. Like, a lot of people, I'm not the only person that's living alone. A lot of people are living alone. If they can do it, I can do it too. So yeah, but this video is gonna be like some, you know, some pros and cons of living alone that I've learned over the past couple of months. It's about to be a year since I've been living here in December, which is very, very exciting. Like, throughout this whole year I've had the chance to like find myself, find the things that I like when it comes to like decoration and everything, like groceries, the type of food that I like, and all those things. Like, I don't know, it's just been a great experience. I feel like it can be scary for somebody to just go into living alone without like knowing like, okay, what should I expect? When I moved here, I did not know what to expect. First thing I will tell y'all, the cost of moving is a lot. Like, the cost of getting an apartment, that first rent, that first payment that you're gonna make, prepare to be sick, because they will take all your money. Like, they will take all your money, the deposit, the application fee, the first month rent. Like please let me move in first, let me settle in first. Like, y'all just took all my money. But yeah, so I'm just saying, like, just be prepared for that, because I think that was like the most shocking thing for me. And then another thing was that I did not know I had to get my own Wi-Fi. Like, I was so used to my college apartments having their own Wi-Fi that I thought when I moved in here the building had their own Wi-Fi and it was included in the rent. No, it was not. And guess what I did? I did not get Wi-Fi for a whole month, because what do you mean? Like, I was rebelling. Like, nobody told me about this. Even though at home we did have Wi-Fi, but I just thought like apartments versus home, like I thought all apartments came with their Wi-Fi. I was wrong. But yeah, like, it is a lot that comes with living alone. It's a lot of responsibility, which in my opinion, I think that's a pro, because especially if you're younger and then you like learning this, you going through this process right now, by the time you get older, like, you're gonna already be ready and you're already prepared for what to come. Like, if you're gonna buy a home, then you're gonna understand that it's gonna be way crazier buying a home than an apartment. And if you already had the experience of getting your own apartment, then you're gonna be more prepared and you're gonna understand what you need to do to get a house. But yeah, having your own apartment requires a lot of responsibilities, such as making sure you have food, like having groceries, water, like all those basic stuff that sometimes you don't even think about when you're living at home, or like when you're staying in a college dorm. Because it's like, I don't know, it's not the same, because now it's like, oh, now I'm grown, now I have a whole apartment, everything in here is my own, like everything in here are my responsibility. So you really have to take accountability. Like, if you're leaving dishes in the sink and then boom, now you have roaches, whose fault is that? yours. But at the same time too, that's also the pro of living alone, is that you can leave your dishes in the sink for however long you want to. You can leave your fridge empty with no groceries. You can eat out as much as you want to. You can make any type of food you want. You can wake up at 2 a.m. and come watch TV in the living room. Who's gonna say anything? Nobody. Like, you just have that freedom of being able to do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want it. Like, if you want to turn your apartment into like a freaking zoo, you can have like as many animals you want. Like, if you want to become a plant mom and have your apartment full of plants, you can do that. It's just, it puts you in the space of learning who you are, what you like to do and what you don't like, because this is your space. It's not for anybody else. Everything that's in here should be things that you like, because this is your space. You should not be trying to cater to anybody else. You should not be trying to like have a place that aesthetically pleasing to others. It should be aesthetically pleasing to you, because this is your space. And I think like that's one of my favorite things, because right now I'm learning like what do I like when it comes to decorating, and I'm learning that I want exactly what I want and I will wait for it, because I did not get a couch until 8 months. I think 8 or 7 months. I can't remember. Like, I just got my couch a couple months ago, and I didn't get a couch before because I wanted exactly what I wanted, because this is my space. And if I didn't mind not having a couch, why should anybody else mind that? Like, it's my space. So that's another pro, your freedom to do whatever you want, and literally whatever you want. You can scream, you can talk to yourself. Who's gonna check you? Like, this is your space to be you. Like, your apartment, I feel like living alone, especially at our young age, like if you're like in your 20s, living alone, you really have, like, it's really giving you the chance to find yourself, like to just be free, to accept who you are. I feel like it can like create a space where you can love yourself, because this is just you. You can do whatever you want here. So yeah. A con of living alone: no one here to help you or take care of you. Like, listen, I'm just a girl at the end of the day. But no, for real, like sometimes it can be basic stuff. Like, I need somebody to zip up my dress. Where am I gonna find somebody? Nowhere. Or when I have nails and like certain things, I need somebody to help me. I have nobody to help me. Like that is definitely a con. Or when you want something to eat and you have to think about what to eat and you have to make it, you have to buy the groceries. Like, ooh, it's a pro and a con, because yeah, you get to do whatever you want to do, you get to eat whatever you want to eat, but at the same time you have to make it. Like, you have to think about it. And when I was living with my mom, like there was always food in the fridge. Like, there was always groceries in the house, always drinks and all these like snacks. But when I go out and buy stuff, I be forgetting about the snacks. So I be wanting a little snack and I ain't got nothing. So yeah, it's the, like, you don't have people helping you, you don't have people taking care of you, so you kind of have to take care of yourself. And sometimes that can be a little hard. Like, if you're sick and you want like a bowl of soup and you have to like go get it yourself because you want it quick, and you don't want to do DoorDash because DoorDash is gonna take a long time. Like, in those moments, that's when you're like, yeah, I need somebody. Like, I need somebody. But I think the pros outweigh the cons, but I might be biased. Another con is that if you're moving to a new place or like a new state, a new city, and you have no friends there, it can feel lonely, I guess, because you are exploring this place, you don't know anybody, and it can also feel very scary, because like, what if something's happening? What if you have a terrible night and you need somebody there for you? Like, you need somebody to come like for an emergency, and you cannot call anybody because they're not close to you. I think that's definitely a con, because a lot of us, we as human, we love having like social connection, like having those interactions. Like, we crave those type of things. So if you move to a new state and you're not familiar with nobody and you don't have any friends, it can definitely make it harder. I think I've been blessed that I moved to, like, I'm still in the same state. I did not leave Florida. Like, Florida been my home ever since I touched America. But when I moved to Orlando, a lot of my friends already lived here, so it made it so much easier. Like, I did not struggle with like finding friends, or like finding people to do fun things with, because my friends live here. And I think that was a big blessing. But I definitely understand, and I can definitely see how hard it can be for somebody to move to a whole new place and have no friends, because it can be scary doing things by yourself. As much as I love doing it, there are certain things I'm like, I don't want to do this by myself, and it can definitely be scary. So that's definitely a con, because you don't have any friends, nobody there with you, and it's like you really on your own, like you really all you got. So that's a con. Yeah. Another con, probably one that I hate the most, having to clean. Like, y'all, do y'all understand how many times I be cleaning this apartment? Like, I be doing deep cleaning, right? And then I be doing in-between cleaning, and for some reason it's always dishes in the sink. Like, where are these dishes coming from? It's only one person. Like, but I be confused. I'm like, I just washed y'all. Why are more dishes dirty? Like, I don't get it. I don't like cleaning. I don't enjoy cleaning, and I don't like doing my laundry. Even though I did my laundry before, I still don't like doing it, because it be taking forever, and then you have to fold the clothes. Like, it's just taking care of the house sometimes can it's not fun. But I know some people enjoy that. Like, some people love cleaning, they love those type of things. So that's probably a pro for you. Like, if you're somebody that enjoys cleaning, then that's your space and you can keep it as clean as you want to. Yeah, I love that for you. But for me, that's a con. Like, if I can pay somebody to clean my house, I will. But I also like doing some cleaning in between. I just can't do it every single time. And with this house, I feel like I have to do it every single time. But I'm also doing it every single time because I want to keep it clean. I love it when it looks clean. Like, I just feel so happy. Like, I don't know, when my house is clean, I'm happy, and I want to keep it up like that. Like, it's just me. I have nobody to blame if my house is dirty. If it's dirty, it was my fault. So I have to take responsibility and clean it. And another pro, which is added on to like one of them that I said earlier, is just that living by yourself is that you learn like some life skills. You learn how to cater to yourself. You learn what you like, not what anybody else like, but what you like. And like, you can learn stuff, like you can learn how to cook, you can learn how to clean. I feel like when you live by yourself, it just gives you a chance to learn who you are. Another pro, which I think for a lot of people is the biggest pro, is that you have peace and quiet. Y'all hear that? Yeah, nothing. Exactly. Like, it's peace. If I want to yell, I can yell and nobody's gonna tell me to shut up. And if I don't want to talk, like, it's quiet. Nobody's screaming, nobody's saying anything. My apartment, if I leave my apartment, it's gonna be exactly how I left it. Like, it's your space. It's quiet. You can do whatever you want. Like, it's just, and if you come from like a big family, like, it's definitely, I think it might take you some time to adjust to like not having noises 24/7, but I think you're gonna love that. But if you are somebody who struggle with like the silence, there's always things that you can use, like the noise thingies, the, I don't know, white noise and all that. But it's really that peace of quiet. Like, if you had a bad day at work and you come home, you can literally come home, drop everything at the door, and run to your bed and just lay down. Like, that's it. You don't have nobody saying, how was your day? Which sometimes can be nice, but you don't have nobody come and be like, oh, da 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 da. You came in and people just going off. Like, but you come home however you want to come home. It is that. Like, you don't have to worry about anything. You come home and you want a peaceful day, you're gonna have a peaceful day. Because if you're not on your phone, nobody can have access to you. Like, it's your time, it's your place. It's just a lot of peace and quiet. And I personally enjoy that, because I sometimes just want to be mute. But at the same time, sometimes I want to scream. Like, I be in here screaming. Like, if I'm watching a good TV show and then something good happen, oh, you're gonna hear me scream. You're gonna hear me scream, and nobody's gonna be like, Jamaica, what the heck is wrong with you? Nobody's gonna look at me like I'm crazy. because nobody's here. Another pro that I find very, very interesting, and that's just based on my experience, I'm not sure if that's something that other people have experienced, but lately every time I tell a guy that's talking to me, I don't talk to guys, they talk to me. And every time they're like, oh, where do you stay, da, 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 and I'm like, oh yeah, I have my own apartment. And if they know that I stay downtown, they're like, whoa, wow, like you so put together, like you got it going on. Like they like, yeah. And I asked one of them, and I was like, why, how come like anytime I tell a man that I have my own place, they always react like that? I'm like, so many people have their own place, and I'm like, isn't that common for people to have their own place? And he's like, it's just that they find it sexy because like I'm so young. But I'm like, I'm 23, by the way. I'm like, I graduated college. Like, I feel like what I'm doing is not that uncommon. But I guess the people they've been meeting, most of them are staying at home. But I thought that was just interesting. I guess in a way, a pro is that guys will find you sexy for living alone, which is very interesting. I don't think for me it does anything because I don't care. Like, I'm doing this for myself, but I guess it helps you in the dating life. I mean, if it's helping, it's helping, because I still want me a good man. So if it helped me get a good man, why not? Another pro is that you can decorate your place however you want to. Like, Christmas is coming and you want to put a freaking pink tree in your apartment, you can do it. You want to wrap your whole freaking apartment in like wrapping papers, you can do it. Or you don't want to do any decorations, you can do that too. Because I know some people don't celebrate Christmas, and if you want your apartment to not have any decorations, you can do that. It's like, it's just so fun. Like, it's like your own, it's literally your own place. Like, it's literally your own place, and you can do whatever you want. Like, for the first time ever last year, because I moved in December, I decorated my apartment for Christmas, and I did it how I wanted it to look. You know, like, I put the decorations that I want. And then this year I'm gonna decorate again, and it's gonna be exactly how I like it. It doesn't have to be traditional, it doesn't have to be how people want it to be. It's how I want it to be, what I feel like look good to me. For the fall season, I also decorated my apartment because why not? Like, it's just those small things that you don't realize are so big, but are so big. Like, you actually have a say in what your apartment looks like. You have a say in what kind of vibe that it gives. Like, if you want to fill your apartment up with LED lights, you can. Like, literally whatever you want to do, you can do it. And that's basically all the pros and cons that I have about living alone. If you have any questions for me, like if you're thinking of moving, or if you're living alone and you have like some questions, you can always ask in the comment. But if you're scared to do it, I'll just say get it over with. Like, do it, and you're gonna learn as you go. Like, it's a scary thing, but I feel like especially when you're younger, it's better to make some mistakes now. It's better to learn from your mistakes now rather than later in life where you are older and people kind of expect so much more out of you, and you even expect more out of yourself. So you put more pressure on yourself, and you are more disappointed in yourself when you make a mistake. But when you're young, like, baby, I'm 23, like you know, like, I'm 23, I'm young. Like, it's okay if I make mistakes. It is what it is. And I also feel like at this age, like, if something happened and you get evicted, you can still always go back home. Like, that's always an option for most of us. Let me not say that's always an option. For some of us, that's an option where you can always go back home. And I feel like right now you can have more grace on yourself. But when you are older, like, imagine you're like 35 and you just move into your first apartment, and then, like, you know, something happened, you get evicted. I feel like it'll be harder for you to like go back home, because you're probably gonna feel like you are a failure or you're not doing something right, which is not the case. But I just think the older that we get, the harder it is for us to accept mistakes in a way, especially when it comes to like those things that society expects us to have accomplished, such as having an apartment or like having a house and all those things. But yeah, I just think that when you're young, I personally feel like your 20s is the time to explore. So this is the time to make the mistakes. This is the time to find out who you are, to live by yourself, to know what you enjoy, what you like, what you don't like. You know, this is the time. So if you're thinking of moving out, or if you're thinking of moving into your own apartment by yourself, go for it, girl or sir. And yeah, it can be hard. Like obviously you're still gonna have bad days. That's not gonna stop you from having bad days, having time where you feel lonely. These are still gonna come, but just try to be grateful still. To try to look at all the things that you have and try to be grateful for all those things. But yeah, I think that is it for this video. If you guys have any questions, again, drop them in the comment. And if you want to see more of what it's like to live alone, follow me, subscribe subscribe to my channel. And you can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok, JAJOU One Love. On TikTok I've been posting like cleaning my apartment and like day in the life. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and subscribe and follow me, and share this video to anyone that is thinking of living alone, that is scared, that has some questions. And I hope I help with this video. And if you guys want more videos, like more sit down videos on living alone and stuff like that, let me know, because I can make these. I like doing sit down videos because they're like very easy to make. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, great morning, great night, and bye.